I have 2 cups of whole wheat flour. Take a nice wide bowl or a basin that you want to mix in. To this, I'm just going to add a little salt, a teaspoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of yogurt. I'm going to add that. Just add a little oil, 2 teaspoons. Now slowly start adding water little at a time. If you feel you've added too much water, you can add a little flour to get the right balance. I've kneaded it for a few minutes. I've just got a nice smooth dough. Now let it sit for 5 minutes and then I'm going to knead it again. So after 5 minutes, knead it again. The dough is very nice and palatable, nice and soft. After kneading it for a few minutes, close it. Keep it for another 5 minutes and then we'll knead again. So after 5 minutes, knead it again. Close it and leave it for about 1 to 2 hours. You can see the dough is beautiful, it's very soft. So I'm going to knead it a little more using a little oil. I'm going to work the oil in. Make sure you have a nice working station for this, like a counter, easier that way. Take a little. Now this size would be a good size for your parathas. Take a little of the dough, this size would be good. The surface you're making your parathas is too sticky, you can just dust it with a little flour. Otherwise it will be difficult to roll it out and to make your layers because it can get very sticky. Make sure it's nice and flat on all sides. It has to be very, very thin. Dab some ghee or butter to the surface of the flattened parotta dough. Make sure you spread it out evenly. Markings for the folds, just gently or slowly start from this end and make the folds. Just fold it like pleats. Get the layers. Now that you have these layers, you can see the beautiful layers. You have quite a few layers. Just if you want to stretch it a little bit, straighten that and start rolling from one end inside. At the other end, you need to push it down the bottom. You can see how beautiful this is and you can see all the ghee. Just wipe it or spread it over. Let it sit for a few minutes before you start rolling out your parotas. Now I'm going to roll out the parotas. Now you can see it's been sitting for about 10-15 minutes. Gently roll it out. You can see how beautifully you can see the layers. Don't press it too much, it shouldn't be too thin. It has to be a little on the thicker side. So this is a good size. I'm going to put it on the tawa and fry it. Once the parota is starting to slowly get roasted, just add a little ghee. You can see the color, you get that lovely golden color. That's the good time to add a teaspoon of ghee. Parota is done. It's a lovely golden brown color. I'm going to take it off. One cup samba wheat, whole grain wheat. Now this has been soaking for about 8 hours now. You can soak it overnight or for a minimum of about 8 hours. Only then it will be nice and soft. So this is how it should be. So now I'm going to grind this into a nice fine paste. Add a little water. Strain it. Take a saucepan, add a teaspoon of ghee. First add the wheat milk. Now you can turn on the stove because a little bit of instant heat also can cause lumps. Keep stirring it till it becomes thick. So now you can see it's thickening beautifully. Now you can add the cardamom powder, 1 teaspoon. Taken 1 cup of sugar, I'm going to add half of this now. And we're going to caramelize a little bit of the sugar. So take a pan, add the remaining sugar and let it wait till it dissolves and caramelizes. So you can see the sugar is completely dissolved and it's got a lovely brown color to it. It's beautifully caramelized. So this is a good time to turn off the stove. So if you want a darker color, you can caramelize the sugar a little more. Sugar and caramelize it and add it to the halwa. You can see it's got a lovely light brown color. The wheat halwa. I'm going to add ghee. Initially I'm adding half cup and I would be adding a little more later. So you can see the halwa is not sticking to the sides. When it comes off the sides, that's when you know that the halwa is done and you can transfer it into a nice serving dish. Take a serving dish that you want to serve it in, grease it with a little ghee, garnish it with some roasted cashew nuts. You can get a copy of our first edition of the home cooking book on Amazon and 21 Frames.